Hello and welcome to another tutorial video of the Hunter, today I want to cover the new web page that came along with multiplayer, and I will not go too much into detail. Just to let you know, if you want a really nice detailed video about this, you should check out Billy the Crayon's video about the new web page, which gives you really in-depth information. I will just go along to give you a tutorial how to use this and what changed and stuff. So to start with, we are at the main page, and first of all, you can see here on the page you get a lot of information about the game. You can watch the trailer, for example, yeah, you can here sign up for the game. If you want to start with playing that game, you can sign up here. I will not go through this because this is pretty much standard. If you are already a hunter, you can sign up here, and let's do that real quick. So I was just showing a background picture here because you know, didn't want to show my login. Yeah, now we are on the profile page, and this is how it looks now since the new update. And yeah, it has changed quite a lot, as you can see. We get a little slideshow here, and start off with news about the hunter here, and you can read the tweets here. But let's start at what really changed massively, and that is, for example, you have an avatar now, and if you click on it here, you can see it. Since we are multiplayer now, the game has a complete model. So this is your avatar, and you can choose your avatar. If you want to change your avatar, for example, you can go on settings here, and then here change avatar, and here you can choose from different avatars. So there's not too many different right now. I think eight different male characters and 8 different female characters. You can also change here your language and all that, time zone and so forth. Also here you can change the language, and yeah, that is about the avatar. And we can just go further in. We just go along the thing you can do here. It's first we start off with the store, which looks completely different now from Doc's Outfitter store, which was a little bit confusing. First of all, to find it, and also to see how that works. Here it's very well structured now. You can see weapons, you have rifles, handguns, shotguns, bows and muzzle loaders, so that's all very nicely organized now. And also for the ammo, you can see the rifle ammo, the handgun and so forth. That's all very nicely done now. And also for the scopes, you have the categories. So I think that is something that really brings a lot of structure into it. Then for the lures, it's also more structured with the scent lures, the collars and the bait. And yeah, I find it very much easier now to work with the page, since there's such a nice structure to it. Clothing is something completely new. As you know, since we are playing multiplayer now, we have an actual character, and of course clothing is important here. So you can buy different clothing here, and even, you know, get some detailed information about each of it. It's also here in sections for like jacket, shirts, pants, hats, gloves, footwear. And it even is worth mentioning that there is bundles, for example for the Sneaky Winter 3D Winter Forest bundle. That is something where you can buy the whole bundle for that, and you save some money from buying it here instead of buying each piece of clothing here. So something that we had already before is a backpack that you can buy as an upgrade, but something new is the pouches and holsters, I hope I say that right, which is really nice. This small weapon holster is for handguns, and the special thing about this is that all these holsters and pouches will you can level, you can level them free. So this is connected to your hunter score, and I have a hunter score of 493, and I had these 3 pouches already locked. What is that word? Unlocked, yeah. So what does that do? It's actually it unlocks small item slot 4, which would be then the default K7, and it's just an extra slot that you can use in the field, so you would not have to switch to the inventory forth and back to change equipment. So you have if you have all those, you have 6. You have 3 more slots where you can store your equipment in, which is pretty handy when you're hunting. And then we go to equipment. We have the optics, the hunter made apps, which is currently only 1, and consumables, which also is very important. I want to point out the camping supplies, because we have now the possibility of fast traveling to tent sites, for example, and depending on let's look at the details. Depending on how far you want to travel, like from the spot you are to where that tent is you want to fast travel to, it costs here it says price 1 unit per kilometer. So if that distance you want to fast travel is 1 kilometer, you will use 1 camping supplies item for it. And yeah, that is pretty nice, and that is that. Then also for the large equipment, it's now organized: stands and blinds, tents and bait sets. Also licenses are organized in here. Currently it's not working. I mean, it's really detailed how it's organized, so you can just click on the species, and then, as I said, bundles, which is always worth looking at before buying something, because if you plan on buying all collars, for example, just buy it here. It will be cheaper, as well as for whole sets of clothing, and also tracer arrows in bundles are cheaper. As you can see, you save money when you buy bundles. Alright, then we go to, well, before we stop with the shop, I want to say here is your currency. I have 861 EMS currently to go shopping with, but if I want to buy more, I just click on here, and there you can buy in-game currency, or you can click here to earn it. And I will not show that in detail, because just click on it and you will find out. Also, as for the membership, if you go over it here, it tells you how how long you will have your membership before it expires, and if you want to upgrade, you just go and click here. So now we go on to the competitions. This is also this is kind of similar to how it was before. You can have the species, and you can see here the available missions, and check out like the status, if it's started already, or it should be also showing up when it has ended, things like that. So here, for example, this one seems to be ended since you cannot activate it. So yeah, that is the mission page, and I think it's pretty much self-explaining. Then on to the leaderboards. This is a little bit different now too. You have a overview straight on to all species, and you have now here the possibility to tweak that. You can check the range, and you can also click on each for a full leaderboard. So for example, for coyotes, I'm at rank 7 right now with a 46. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so that is how the leaderboard works now, and you can, that is for range, and you can also go for top hunter score, which I am on. Well, that seems to be that is hunter score. Yeah, you can see your, sorry, I was confused here. You can see the your current rank. Like, I'm at 493 hunter score, so that ranks me 768 all over. And yeah, Hall of Fame is like season oriented, but that's something I do not want to go into detail. You can just see here the seasons and check that out. Then we have downloads. This is something you might want to check out when you first start this game. It has a lot of pretty nice explanation how that works. Also very important, it explains how the launcher works, that you have your graphic options up here and links. Yeah, just useful things like that. Also, the help section is pretty much worth looking, especially here the support, the forums, and the wiki, and also some guides and tutorial videos. And of course here a direct link to the forums that will lead directly to the forums, as you can see here. So let's show you a little bit about how your personal profile page is different now. You can just click on your name up here, and you can see your skills, which is very much better than it was before. It's very nice. You can see it straight for all the species, and this little graphical thing is also very it's just more easy to see it, how your stats are. And you can see it here for species and for weapons. Then also the statistics. You have a statistic, for example, the last hunt, and this is pretty much like the old system. You just can click on the animal you shot, for example, and it will give you the score sheet and also show you the picture that you can take a look at. Then you can also have here lifetime statistics, which is pretty detailed, and also hunt history, where you can just look up every single hunting session you had, and also personal bests overview, like the old system was. Then we have gallery. This is all the trophy shots you take. Just to mention here, if someone else takes a trophy shot for you, it will not show up in your gallery, but that's just something to keep in mind. If you really want to have all your trophies in your gallery, you need to do the trophy picks yourself, but it's still very easy to look at the pictures that someone else took for an animal that you shot by just going on statistics, hunt history. You go on that hunt that where you shot that animal and just click on the trophy, and there you have it. That's me with a bear. That picture someone else took for me. And we have a trophies section. I have only one trophy, and of course the friends section. And the friends section is actually also up here, where you can see all your friends listed, and you can send messages to them. Also you can here find friends, or find players that you want to send a friend request to. So if you know a player name that you would like to have as a friend, you just type it in here. Also messages is a little bit different now. You just have, it's like a chat system, like a messaging system, which is actually quite okay. The only problem is that right now you cannot delete something at all, so the list just goes on and on and on. Yeah, and that actually is pretty much it about the main page. And now we go to how your the hunt now stuff, how to actually start hunting. There's a dashboard, and it shows you the single player, a multiplayer co-op, shows you friends which are online, and also you can just start a multiplayer game, or here a quick join for games that are currently running. And that's I sometimes use the dashboard, but I find it more easy to go with single player, multiplayer, and find a multiplayer game. So if you want to play the single player, just go and play single player. And something is messed up now here with the I don't know if that's only on my side, but yeah, usually this should be somewhere here centered, and you can here choose the location you want to hunt, and also the starting point of where you want to hunt. Also directly on the map you can just click where you want to start, and you get some extra information as well. So the same goes for multiplayer, and here you have a whole lot of more things you can adjust. So if you want to start a hunt at, for example, Saddler Creeks, you just sorry, this is really messed up here. I hope that's going to be fixed soon. Just choose your starting point, and then you can here tweak the settings. You can give it a name and a description for the host that will show up on the host list, and you can tweak it here to only people in my friends list, and you can say also here you can say guests and members, or members only. You can also set it to anyone, members only, or guests and members. You can password protect your host, and you can set the maximum players that will be allowed to join in your game. You can even set a limit for the hunter score. So let's say I want to hunt with people having a hunter score starting at 200 and not higher than, for example, myself. Whatever, you can just tweak it here, and that is quite handy. And also, of course, as always, the starting time, and then just by clicking on create game you will start your hunt. And then, of course, find multiplayer games. This is a whole new page, which is like a lobby where there is a list of all games that are up currently. And for example, here we have a game that a player set up who is not in my friends list, so he probably set it to friends only. And oh no, here we actually have 4 of 4 players already in game, so I cannot join this game. Here I would be able to join the game. It's also set to 4 players, but it's still only 1 in the game here. And then, of course, we have password protected games that are not joinable unless you have the password. So you just click on join game, and when you choose the lodge that you want to start hunting, you have to enter the password, which I of course don't know, so I cannot join this game. Yeah, and that is pretty much how that works. And also there's a new page for missions that is pretty much exactly how it was before, just a different design, and a page for tutorials, which is very good to do when you're starting out with playing this game. So yeah, that is more or less it. Here in the settings, yeah, we talked about that already. So yeah, this is the new web page for multiplayer, and I hope you enjoyed it and could find some helpful, interesting information in this video. And so I say thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting to you.